Hello and oh gosh, my voice. Hello and welcome everybody. I'm your humble host Gavin the Kitty, and today I'm joined by
A lovable idiot named Casey Tape. Hi everyone, it's me again.
and we're playing some Donkey Kong. Let me just get the audio
They
going.
are.
I'm playing. They're making food. Hello, Dinosaur Fan 21. Rawr, rawr, rawr. Anyways, hello. Yes, hello. Let's just jump right in here today and see.
Give me a second, I'm trying to find chat.
Oh boy. On the mobile devices, if you tilt your phone vertically, and then I believe there should be a button for it to pop up from the bottom there. It's not on by default, which sucks, but we're finishing up this world and moving on to the next.
Yeah, I got it. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. But how is the chat doing? And Casey, how are you doing today?
I'm doing quite fine. I'm making some spaghetti.
Fun. I'm trying to remember what I had for dinner last night, because I have no idea. I know I had a donut for breakfast this morning, because...
Donut.
Oh, I had pizza. Well, I think
Pizza.
I might have one left, actually. So now we've got even more puzzles. Now with these spinning gears that we have to run past.
Honestly, with Donkey Kong Country, it was less puzzle orientated and like it was more just like get through the stage.
It's a tough as nails platformer with some of the best designed levels in gaming history.
True. I played on the Game Boy. I never actually played the SNES version.
The Game Boy versions, from what I've heard, are incredibly good.
Yeah, I do have a lot of Donkey Kong games for the Game Boy, though.
Do you have the King? Which ones do you have exactly? Just all three of the DKC games, or?
Okay, so I have Donkey Kong Country, and then I have I think it's DK Land 3.
Oh wow, yeah, that's going back a little bit.
It's a yellow cartridge. Skylar, hey Gavin, how's it going?
Hello, Skylar. Welcome. We are playing Donkey Kong, and everything seems to be going okay today.
Donkey Kong!
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now to put in the salt and the oil. Oh, where's the salt?
Okay. If anyone is wondering, I am currently cooking spaghetti.
Yee. It's an interesting stream today. We're going back to basics. Tomorrow, though, we are doing Sonic Frontiers for a long, long time tomorrow. Like, that is going to be, like, my whole day.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be popping in for that one, trust me.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that, because it's going to be a multi-parter, but I know it's also going to take me a while, so... I'll get to have all the fun with everybody.
Skylar says, was that my mountain man?
That was not Mountain Man. Mountain Man is probably at work today. Honestly, I have no idea. I haven't even checked.
Yeah, I'm not mountain man. I'm Casey, completely different bean.
Yeah, a bean who has helped me cross-promote on Twitch. So go shout out to their Twitch, at Casey Tape.
Mm-hmm.
Now to stir this back.
I just gotta make sure now that...
So is this the Switch version of Tropical Freeze, or is this the original?
I have both, but this is the Switch version.
Okay, so this is the newer one that they released.
Yes. The original there is no differences between the two. The only difference is some added content, basically. So I was like, okay, some people are gonna want to know what that new funky mode is. I might as well just. I was
literally about to go in. Is there a funky mode added?
I mean, the funky mode is the only thing added, so I might as well show it off.
That's a big meme, to be honest.
It's a big meme, but you know what? It's 100% true, and it's literally just you play as Funky Kong, and he's easy mode for some odd reason. Let's see if we can get rid of the spike balls. Oh, of course not. We can
Skylar says also the Lego event Saturday was so much fun. They had Lego statues of Star Wars, Ghostbusters, even glow-in-the-dark neon Legos.
That's cool. I haven't had Legos in years, so.
DJ Daxton says,
Hello,
then,
hello, DJ. Welcome.
Karmic says funky mode. And DJ Daxon says, I can't get the PNG tuber thing to work. That's fine, I don't want it anymore anyway.
Okay then, I said I would help you, you just gotta send me a message on Discord. The Discord's in the description below. But alright. Hey, if you're not looking for that. Casey, you use a completely different solution than I do, actually.
I actually use a much simplified PNG tuber thing, and it actually works really well.
Yeah,
I love this remix of Aquatic Ambience.
Yeah,
it says Carmen.
Yeah, it's quite a good track, but don't let chat derail your thought. Chat can be read, but like complete your thought, not to. Don't let them derail you just because sometimes it's more, because, you know, I know some people are like, they're curious about people's setups, and I know you have a slightly different setup than I do, so.
Yeah.
A fancy setup with a little program. I use a website, like,
And then I'm over here using, like, a open source application.
Yeah.
It's way too oversimplified. I wish I could get into the source code though, so I could like make some minor adjustments.
Oh dang it! Wasn't paying attention. Shot myself into the abyss.
Into the abyss below, never to be seen again.
Oh well. Yes, the underwater.
Did you ever play DK64?
That is a story I should probably get into. Shouldn't I? Yes and no. My cousins had the N64. My dad bought them an N64 for Christmas or their birthday or whatever it was, and one of the games that they ended up getting after a while was Donkey Kong 64. And I was not allowed to play Donkey Kong 64 when we went over to their house.
How come?
Because they wanted to finish that game, and they never ended up finishing that game. So I never got to play Donkey Kong 64. Then I got a Wii U, and it came out on Virtual Console, and I picked it up, and then I said, I'll get to this eventually, and then immediately started playing Mini Mario Amiibo Festival. And didn't look back.
You and I could do like a stream of DK64.
Oh boy, a race stream, that would be interesting. I feel like
not necessarily a race.
It would have to be a multi-parter, because if that I've heard horror stories about that game, and if there is an improvement patch out there, I will take it.
Well, I'm saying, like, you know, like we stream the game at the same time, but it's less a race and more or less just us playing it.
Hang on real fast, because we've had like 4 or 5 people watching and only 1 like. You guys are wild. How about you drop a like? Now it's 2.
You get a like from Casey.
Oh, now it's 2. How fun. Apparently the apes has escaped. More like the apes were thrown off an island, but yeah.
Honestly, I never understood the premise fully of Tropical Freeze because it was a bit odd.
So,
I get the storyline though. It's just really confusing.
it's just basically they were flung off the island because these frostbitten punks want the banana horde. And with them wanting the banana horde, you know, Donkey Kong wants his island back. So while they're doing whatever to the island, you know, Donkey Kong's out here trying to get back.
I see. That's a big thing. Like I understood K. Rool just wanted the land and then the banana horde, but then like this one I just did not get.
So we found out in Country Returns that all of the bananas are magic.
Ah.
And they were and some ancient tiki gods wanted the banana horde because it helped them control every living creature on the island.
I see.
So if Donkey Kong wants his island, if Donkey Kong can get back his banana horde and the island, then there's no longer a threat.
Ah.
I
Okay,
think
that clears up a lot for me. I'm just like, okay, K. Rool wanted it because hungry.
yeah, K. Rool just wanted it because they were hungry. They were actually magic, and he did not realize the full potential of them. K. Rool was just an idiot.
K. Rool's a joke.
And these are the actual threats, which is kind of great.
Yeah. I mean, okay, can we talk about, I don't know if you've seen this, but the game over screen for DK64 is pretty dark, to be honest. Because in that game, I think he strictly just wants revenge.
Yeah.
From, DK Steve?
Yeah. 64, he just wants revenge. Country 3, he's lost his mind. Country 2, he's kidnapped Donkey Kong.
And then Smash Brothers 64. Well, not 64, I meant Ultimate. He's just
kind of there. Yeah. Also,
Okay.
That
That is an angry pufferfish, says Carmack. Long time no see. A merry autism.
Hello, welcome. Welcome.
Did you know K. Rool has a wife?
No. Who said that? When did that happen?
I don't remember this.
I don't either. Please explain. Like, I know a lot of really obscure Nintendo lore, but, like, that is something I have never heard about.
Now, if you heard it of Nintendo Power, it's probably not true.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, Nintendo Power had a lot of really cool insight into Nintendo. They had a lot of access to a lot of dev docs and things and lore planning, but, like, they didn't know everything. They made up.
Because one, Waluigi was not unlockable in DS. And, what else?
But that was an April Fool's joke.
That was an April Fool's joke, but still.
Yeah.
They did say some things that were like, oh, this is a thing.
I mean, Nintendo Power was run partially by the Nintendo of America translators. So they did have a lot of insight. Like, they made Nestor. They were given free range to do whatever they wanted with a Virtual Boy game and made Nestor's Funky Bowling. But it doesn't mean that they knew everything. Heck, Nintendo Power of Germany was allowed to use other non-Nintendo characters like Mega Man, and they ran wild with the fact that they could do that.
I remember Germany gave the origin story to Link, ending up in Kokiri Forest, separate from the manga.
But the mangas aren't even canon either, but they're closer to being canon than Nintendo Power stuff, which is strange, because the mangas are outsourced.
Mhm. So, Karmic says in one of his defeat dialogues, he talks about his wife in one of the early Donkey Kong Country games.
Huh. That is...
I am destruct. Oh, sorry.
I didn't know that. That is certainly something.
I will fact check this when I get the chance.
That would be
I
great.
am destruction says, are you going to play Frontiers as
Yeah.
it is as soon as it releases?
Yes, it plays tomorrow. I will be setting up tonight for that, and then tomorrow we will run in at probably around 4 to 3 o'clock and my time, and run that game for as long as I'm feeling excited for it.
On top of that, I won't be able to stream it because Casey broke. We all know this.
Yeah. But you can
I really want to though.
if you want, you can restream my stream.
Restream your stream?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, if you want to co-commentate with me, you can basically stream my stream over on Twitch.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Everyone will be like, "Is Casey playing?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm too poor."
Nah, just watching.
Sounds like a great idea. Yeah.
I mean,
Plus, Gav gets exposure on Twitch too.
Because I wasn't doing that before.
I meant even more exposure. I mean, I'm trying to help you out too.
I know.
You're the one with more subs than I do. I have like 121.
Yeah, but on Twitch that means a whole heck of a lot.
Okay. I'm talking about on YouTube. Because I stream on YouTube as well, but it's very rare that I do.
Oh. Stupid fish.
February, the Saber-Tooth Tiger says, "Hey, Gavin."
Hi, welcome. If you guys could drop a like, that would be awesome. We're up to 6 viewers right now and only 3 likes, so please, drop some likes.
Let's get Gavin to 500.
Ooh.
Share with your friends.
I know why you want 500. We're doing a special giveaway at 500, so. Let's see if we can get to 500 by the end of the month. I made a promise.
Casey, the hyena says hello or heyo, and Gary the dog says hey up, and Karmic goes, "I already left a like." Zero the red panda says sup.
You're gonna get a lot of highs coming up here.
Hello.
Let me check that, because that would have been... Okay, no it wasn't. That was just really loud in my ears.
What was it?
Okay. And... Yes. No, Taco's like, you gonna play the stream? Yeah. Yes, absolutely. I'm playing the game tomorrow. I'm streaming right now. Please.
Andre the Kangaroo says hi.
Hello.
Alright, I think the spaghetti is done. Yup. Now to strain it, chat. This is Cooking Mama 2, obviously.
I thought this was Cooking Mama 3.
Oh, my bad.
Now with new Donkey Kong. Now with a new funky mode.
Kong mode. Yeah.
Now with the Congo Bongo funky mode.
Combo Bongo Funky mode, yeah.
Ooh, I think this guy thinks that he's real clever. Oh boy. All of the funny voices.
Oh my god, there's a lot of people. I'm so sorry. Tyler the kangaroo says sup. Fursington the kangaroo says hello. Carmick says spaghetti. Azul the cheetah says bonjour. Carrot smoking a pipe. Revolta. Or
Just
sorry,
call him
Revolta is like Super Mario in real life now.
I guess. Maybe. I know we're
Ronnie
playing
the
Donkey Kong.
Okay. I'm sorry, but I'm like one of the worst co-hosts ever.
No, you're
Ronnie the
fine.
Panther says sup, and Dimitri the Tiger says hello. Everyone is saying hi.
Yeah, they all say hi, but they should all leave a like.
Yeah, leave a like, please. Get us 500.
Get us to 500 subs. Drop a like. Do all that fun jazz.
Yeah.
I know you're all excited for Frontiers tomorrow, so.
Woo! And now, to add the greatest ingredients to my dish of spaghetti. I'm sorry.
Tristan the raccoon says hi.
Hi.
I was gonna make a joke and go. Tristan the raccoon says raisin.
Oh gosh, no, we can't. No, don't spoil the joke yet.
What joke?
Oh, right, yes, because the chat doesn't know that I'm working on a super secret project.
Super secret? No, you can't tell them about the super secret project you just did.
No, I didn't tell them about it. I just said I have a super secret project. They don't know anything other than that. Oh boy, playing this with a Pro Controller feels really nice. Like, I cannot describe to you how good it feels to play a Donkey Kong game with a nice big controller.
Imagine playing it with a Wii remote.
I don't have to imagine. That's what we did for, Country Returns. I did not use a classic controller, I just...
Now to mix the spaghetti.
Oh boy, we're getting all the questions now.
I'm sorry, chat.
Oh boy.
Revolta says, "Are you pretty good? I was the worst co-commentator." Oh, you are pretty good. I was the worst co-commentator that this channel has had so far. No, I'm pretty sure you were better than me. Juno the Link says sup. January the Tiger says sup. And I believe that's Sesco the Otter says sup.
Seskel.
Sesco, excuse me.
Yeah, Revolta, you were probably one of the more awkward co-commentators, but it doesn't mean you were a bad co-commentator.
It's okay, like
Everyone's got their different commentary styles, and everybody's got a different level of comfortability around a mic. But hello to everybody. If we could get some more likes in here, that would be great, seeing as we're at 29 views, but only 3 likes. How funky.
Donkey Kong mode.
Maybe I'll have
By
to...
the way, congratulations on that, boss.
Thank you. That boss was a little bit annoying, but kind of fun. Kind of fun.
that reminds me of Monster X from Cave Story. It's one of those bosses that seems so easy on paper, but is like completely difficult.
I know exactly which boss you're talking about.
Go check out their gameplay of Cave Story. Whoa.
I don't have any playthrough of Cave Story yet.
Really?
Yeah, I've only been doing this for a year, and I've kind of stuck to a couple wheelhouses to help build my audience. I want to show off a lot of the stuff that I really know before I get into stuff where I'm like, I kind of sort of know it. I know a little bit of cool facts, but I don't have all of the research yet.
Well, then you and I should race a Cave Story then.
Oh god. That would be one long race, because I'm really bad at Cave Story. I did know there was a fan game out there who remade the Cave Story engine just for their own thing, and it was really cool. It had its own set of mechanics and stuff, but it was basically the Cave Story engine. Used the same style of sprites and everything, but I don't think they ever finished it.
It's their personality.
Give me a second. I'm gonna mute myself. Give me a split second.
Oh boy, everybody. We get the Casey being a mute. Chat, I hope everybody's been doing well today. I know I've been having an alright morning. Oh, that's some weird bouncing mechanics. I hope the audio is alright for everybody. Okay, I had to make sure my mic wasn't muted, because sometimes I worry myself, like, whoa, did I unmute it? But as we're going through here today, I'm seeing a lot of new and interesting mechanics. I know I love this look and feel, though. This is taking a lot of the crazy and wild plants we saw in the first one and taking them even further. Ooh. Okay, just had to make sure there wasn't anything over there.
Oh my gosh, guys. Casey's mic getting clearer.
Oh my god, you going back to a computer? What? Never. That never happened.
Go unheard of, right?
Speaking of getting clear, I actually have plans to get a new mic after MFF, so...
I really like your mic now. It's very crystal.
It's crystal clear, but it leaves a little bit to be desired.
Understood.
Like, you
I
know...
finished making the spaghetti.
Ooh, fun.
They're eating it now. I will eat later, off stream.
Well, don't wait till it gets cold. Have a snack every now and again.
I'm eating my pretzels.
Alright.
I'm
I'm
gonna be reading chat.
I'm kind of sort of convinced that there's no item throughout there. I could be very wrong, and that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and grab Dixie Kong. See where this leads us. I love that all of the I love that we get to see Cranky Kong in action this time around.
Oh, he's in this game?
Yeah.
As an actual playable character.
Yeah, he's so in the single player mode, you can only play as Funky Kong or Donkey Kong. However,
Hold on. Give me a second.
and up we go. And now we have a puzzle piece. See, Chad, I can do that one. I still think it's wild that we got... Oh, I see what they want me to do for that. I don't like that. Yep, nope, we're not going for that. That's too risky for this kitty. And if you're just joining us today, only 30% of my audience is actually subscribed, so please, if you are enjoying my commentary, my content, or any co-hosts at all on any of my streams, or are just too hyped for Frontiers, go subscribe, because I've got more Donkey Kong, Sonic, Mario, and Mega Man planned in the coming weeks.
Tristan the Raccoon says, Gavin, this is ridiculous. I got a phone from my son on this bus saying that he was been by another kid again because of his Sona that I got him from my sister's last birthday. What?
I don't know. They tell me all sorts of stuff, and all I have to say is that is wild and confusing, and I got nothing. I have no idea on how to help for that. Kids are mean, and kids are jerks, but sometimes, and it's gonna sound really weird, sometimes keeping kids with kids can do them a world of good. I knew a lot of homeschooled kids growing up who could not adapt properly to being around other people. Like, it took them a long time before they understood social cues. And that's strange, right? Like, you'd think, well, they had gone to kindergarten. They had basically missed all of the 2nd grade and 3rd grade, all the way up until middle school, at which point, starting in by the end of middle school, they had finally been put back in public school, and they were just so awkward. It was hard for a lot of the other kids to realize that he was a good person, and that was so strange. I know that sounds like make-believe bullshit, but like, no, that's real. That's something that happened. Like, yeah, kids are jerks, but I have no idea on how to fix that. A lot of my best stories come from weird stuff that happened in high school. A lot of those character building moments, a lot of what led to this today, come from there. So, not anything in particular, just, you know, kind of the culmination of all of it.
Yeah, gotcha.
Oh man, now we have this really pretty level. I love that we have, like, this toxic water here on this island. It's very reminiscent to the soda jungles of Mario.
Oh, it does.
And that's because, despite Donkey Kong Country feeling like a world of its own, it's still the Mario universe.
I find that so crazy, though.
I know!
Like, it's its own like island and stuff, but it's still the Mario universe, and some people are like, wait, oh yeah, that's true. It's like so crazy.
Like, Cranky Kong is just the old Donkey Kong. Like, but oh, I didn't get to explain how Cranky Kong plays in this game. So Dixie has the hair twirl that lets Donkey Kong lift up a little bit. Diddy has the downward hover that lets Donkey Kong stay up in the air a little bit longer. Cranky Kong has the pogo stick mechanic from Scrooge McDuck.
Really?
Yeah. If you hit A in the air, he will start. If you hold down the A button in the air, he will hold down his his cane, and you can pogo off of spikes, enemies, and pretty much most solid hazardous material.
That's crazy. I'm sorry, I've really been reading chat. I was paying attention to your story.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Tristan says he harassed him. I got a meeting from the school principal I'm doing this for my own good. That is my son, and always have A's and B's. Geisto? I forgot how to pronounce her name. I always be picking on my 6 kids and always get them on time and dropping them off.
Yeah.
Question mark?
Question mark, but lots of lore building here in today's chat.
Mm-hmm.
School harassments and bullies, not fun, not fun.
Not at all.
The a lot of the kids in my class weren't. They didn't really like everybody, but by my senior year of high school, and this is gonna sound so stupid, we had this goal in mind of getting every single person to graduation, and we did it by some miracle of fucking God. Lay it be cheating or collaborating, helping people study.
You just paused on stream.
Sorry. I need to get back into the habit of holding back, but
yeah, they've been letting loose on my streams.
Sorry. And I missed the checkpoint.
You're good.
That's alright. But yeah, no, by some miracle of God, we had this idea that everybody had to graduate. If you made it this far, you have to graduate. So, we didn't let anybody drop out, and we didn't let anybody fail. Essentially, if you made it to senior year, the rest of the kids were going to make sure you succeeded, even if you made it difficult as heck for us. So, that's how I cheated my way out of high school. And it was the funniest year of my life, because the amount of kids who did not like me, per se, but just wanted to say that they had done this ridiculous thing, was hilarious to me.
I see.
What's funny, though, is we also got one of my friend's mom in on it, and she was one of the tutors for the special ed kids. So, between her and a couple of other people, I graduated by the skin of my teeth. Because, fun fact, I'm not that smart of a guy. I just got really good at memorizing facts. Yeah. As we get back to the fruit section of Donkey Kong here. And the movement of a package. Oh boy, packages. Also, I think there's a package at the front step.
Oh my god.
I need to check. What's up?
What? What do you mean?
Oh, you said, oh my god.
Because there's a package at your front step while you're streaming.
Yeah. No, I think it showed up earlier today, because my phone gave me a notification this morning, and I didn't check it. That was like, hey, we have there's a package at your front door, and I'm like, oh, fun. Because I ended up having to get a home security system, because I don't live in the best neighborhood. Yeah. Ooh, are we gonna go into the sewers for the next stage? I hope so. I really hope so.
Salient Sewer Act 1.
Let me go check that real fast, because I'm concerned.
Yeah, probably do.
Nope, just the mail. It was just the mail. Sometimes it reads the mailman coming as just coming and leaving off a bunch of mail as a package showing up. And I know the mail's already been gotten because there's a bunch of mail on my couch. Anyways, Donkey Kong. I'm not sure what to talk about for this, honestly. I've run through most of my trivia for this game already. Like, in terms of what I know and know off memory. I know that all of these islands are no longer on DK Island. Since we're trying to get back, we're hopping from island to island. But
I see.
my big trivia is, though, that I can't figure out where this is happening at. Right? Because, like, the Northern Hemisphere exists, but that's just Canada.
Wait, what?
What?
Wait, I'm sorry. The Northern Hemisphere is Canada.
Yeah, it's from DKC3.
Oh.
And it's quite literally just Canada. Like, not even... Like, the layout is exactly the same.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Fun fact, too, DKC3 was made by a completely different team than DKC 1 and 2.
I see.
Which is why it often gets flack from hardcore DKC 2 and 3 fans. I should have just grabbed it. Hello, Haredevil! Welcome, welcome. I'm not going to be able to read out all the messages. But...
Oh, my bad.
Oh, you're good.
I'm not sure if this helps, if this info helps, but if you ever need an extra king, you can put the game in multiplayer mode and just carry the extra.
That could be a good idea, except for the fact that I don't want to kill my other Switch controllers, and... Nah, that feels like more of a hassle than it's worth. It's not like 3D World, where you can just drop in and out the other players, so... I mean, you can, but... Alright, I get to show off Cranky Kong now. Look at this. I just love the fact that you could just hit the jump button again and then all of a sudden, boing! I think Retro really did a great job with this game. I would ask what's your favorite Retro title, but I think...
You think you already know?
It's probably Metroid Prime, if I'm right.
Me?
Yeah.
Metroid Prime? I never played Metroid Prime.
Oh.
I did play Metroid, but Fusion was my favorite of the entire series. But my favorite retro game is the one I played over and over again, Super Mario 64.
No. Retroware, the studio that made Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Country Returns, Metroid Prime.
Well, okay, so I never played any other Wii games aside from what is it? Colors. I played Sonic Colors, Galaxy 1 and 2, Dangerous Hunting 2011, and New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and that's it. The rest I played on there was like what? DSi, not DSiWare, but you know, like.
So you haven't actually played any of the Retroware games?
No.
Okay, they made this game, and
I did play Donkey Kong Country Returns.
Okay, so you played one of their games. What did you think of Returns, by the way?
Returns was really fun. I only played for a little bit, but it was really fun.
Yeah, it gets brutally tough eventually. Like, that game...
I was in that stage where you climb across grass, and you can go upside down.
That's pretty early on in the game, actually.
Yeah, well then damn.
That moment when the cat can't hit the jump button?
The cat forgot the jump button?
Mm-hmm. Rue the Rabbit says, hey, what's up? What's up, fellow rabbit buddy?
There's a rabbit. There's another bun.
There's another bun in the chat.
Yay, a bun.
How you doing, Rue? Why did I think the platform was going to come at a regular interval? There we go. I really haven't needed to grind for lives too much in this game. It's been...
Oh my gosh, don't get me started on that. Lives in Donkey Kong Country, these titles for specifically give you so much lives for nothing.
Oh yeah, but in returns, I nearly game overed a couple times, and like it got scarily closed. I think mostly because returns is a lot harder with its difficulty curve. Here it eases up a little bit, but it's still a nice solid curve, and yeah.
Rue the Rabbit says I'm doing good. KE949 says hi.
Hello, welcome.
Drop a like and share it with your friends. We're trying to get to 500.
I'm playing the game, and Casey's eating a snack, and I've got some pizza in front of me, so...
Woohoo.
Nice, relaxing day today. It was relaxing, until the Fire Nation attacked.
Oh, look who it is.
Who is it?
I'm watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now.
Oh, of course.
From where I was continuing off. And remember how we were talking about who Yugi's actual parents are?
Oh.
I just saw his mother.
Gotcha.
It's me,
No.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
No, we're not even... No, let's...
I'm kidding. It's the same voice actor, though, because it's for kids. They're cheap.
I know, I know. And we now go further into the factory.
Factory facility zone, let's go.
That moment when the platforms want you to go backwards.
Oh my gosh.
I like how... Last part I talked a little bit about the music of Donkey Kong, and how I think you can do... I wanted your opinion on this, since I know you do music from time to time.
Don't get me started on the music of Donkey Kong. I love Donkey Kong music.
Okay, I'm not talking about country, though. I'm talking about the original riff from the arcade game.
Oh.
I think that you can do more with that riff and make an entire game soundtrack based on it as a leitmotif.
True.
But the only thing is that they've never done something like that. Like, they've hidden it in the background, and I think for Donkey Kong
The
Country...
back rooms?
No, they've done it in, like, oh, it's in the background of a track here or there.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, I've used leitmotifs before in music. Not only that, to do that with my own soundtrack for video games that I'm working on. But, you know.
I'm thinking, I know it's not the same thing, but I'm thinking more of like Mario World, where it uses the one music track the entire game, except changes it, remixes it, messes with it over and over and over again to make an entire game soundtrack.
Okay. Let's go. I'm sorry. I just witnessed something funny. Okay, I was gonna read off chat, but so let's go. My other wanted to play Roblox, Gavin. You can sign up. I showed how to work it, and you customize your character. But the virtual cash for the Sona is 50 parts.
Hey.
2 for ears, head, and tail.
Hey, guess what? I don't have money. I'm broke because nobody donates. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. PayPal in the description. But yeah, when we get to Sonic Speed Simulator, I'll show off that game. But I don't play Roblox other than that.
Andre the Kangaroo says, I recently collected tons of Sonas on that game. I put it on the collection.
You people are crazy.
Honestly, for Roblox, I do have my own Sona on there, but I rarely play. By the way, oh, sorry, you were saying?
I just don't think for me personally it'd be that fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways. As you were saying.
I just witnessed Gramps Moto just snap his back. And honestly, that is the funniest thing. That is the funniest thing I've seen so far.
We're in the grape juice. Oh boy.
Wow, what a name.
Hmm?
Solomon Moto, that's his name.
Yeah.
I didn't know his name was Solomon Moto.
I almost missed that puzzle piece. Ooh.
Somebody say the puzzle?
There's puzzle pieces you can collect, and they'll unlock artwork and stuff, but... Oh man, just the vibe here is so much different than the older Donkey Kong Country games. But I still think it fits. I think you can literally take most of the older Donkey Kong Country games and put them right beside Returns and Tropical Freeze, and they'd fit.
Jordan says, sup, bud?
Hello. Hey, oh, hey Jordan. How you doing?
I don't know why, but when you said that, the way you went, oh, hi, hey Jordan. I could just imagine you waving to the camera, or like waving at your PC.
Well, I mean, like, okay.
Patty says hi.
Okay, sweet. Glad to know Kate. Glad to know Kate's doing good. Hi, welcome. Hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. Fun fact, Jordan and Kate and my sister were actually the two people to give me Donkey Kong Country Returns, so you can kind of thank them for this little trip here. They're what my sister and Jordan are the people who got me interested in Donkey Kong in the first place.
I see.
I was watching my nephews and I was helping out my mom and just kind of just being a good kid, and they were like, "Hey, you like Donkey Kong?" I'm like, "I haven't never played it," and they were like, "Here, here's Country Returns on the Wii." So,
Folding laundry and watching the stream.
Fun.
All welcome, roll. So wait, I don't remember if there's any other Donkey Kong games after this.
no, there aren't. The chat wanted me to start with Country Returns, so what I'm doing is Country Returns, Tropical Freeze, and then we're gonna start working our way backwards, actually. Starting with Donkey Kong 64.
Alright. I'll be there for that one. Did you ever play DK Land 3?
I have not, but we'll get to it.
Alright.
I know what it is. I know that Donkey Kong Land 1 is the only one with an interesting story at all.
DK Land 3 has the previous Game Over stream.
It's because it's pre-rendered and Game Boy-ized and... Eh.
Not exactly that, but more or less the fact that it's just the tone overall is creepy.
Donkey Kong Country 3 has some really weird tone problems when it comes to things, and DK Land 3 by proxy kind of inherited all of them.
Oh my gosh.
Because they're basically the same game.
There's something cursed about the number 3.
Oh gosh. The game's gonna start ramping up in difficulty to the point where I'm gonna actually have to start doing like short practice sections beforehand. So I believe after this world, the difficulty just skyrockets. Because there's only 7 or 8 worlds in each DKC game.
Hold on.
Alright.
Give me a... Hold on, give me a second. I have to deal with the chat. Chat, I will be right back.
And while Casey's doing whatever she's doing, I am gonna be here doing the Donkey Kongs. Hopefully remembering some amount of small trivia, because right now my brain is kind of sort of mush. Because between most of Retro's development history and stuff is documented in the games themselves, as like unlockable pieces of artwork or text files that you can get, like in Metroid Prime. Meanwhile, most of Returns is a lot of concept art and stuff. The main bit of trivia I know is about the time Rare got the Donkey Kong license to do the country games. And I know for a fact that Miyamoto did not like country in the slightest. He thought it was a shame. He thought it was just a fluke that the games were good. He thought, oh, well, people only like those games because the graphics look pretty, and as a retaliation, made Miyamoto and his team started working on Yoshi's Island, which is a phenomenal-looking SNES game. Like, hey, look, here's a game that looks pretty. Won't people buy it? And he's right. People bought it, but people like Donkey Kong Country way more than Yoshi's Island because the design is better in Donkey Kong Country. And, like, that's not a rag against Yoshi's Island. It's got some really cool moments, but doesn't hold a candle to the challenge and difficulty that you can get in Country. Which is why I think it's really funny that when Rare did the DK Land games, the story of the first game is Cranky Kong going and saying, "Ha! I bet your game only sold well because of its graphics. Bet you can't do the same thing on the Game Boy." And Donkey Kong takes him up on that offer, and the game starts taking weird twists and turns near the end. But DK Land 2 and 3 stuck way closer to Country 2 and 3. Which is why DKC 3 inherits Donkey Kong Country 3 and DK Land 3 inherit some of the weird tone problems inherent with that game. Yeah. Words. But when it came to Retro doing this stuff, Miyamoto gladly gave them the license, but restricted them story-wise. Which is a little bit of a shame, but I think Rare definitely pulled these off. Now, if only this game didn't come out on the Wii U first. Fans wanted a Metroid Prime game from Rare, and when they got Donkey Kong, they were upset. To say the least. There's all sorts of discourse out there of Tropical Freeze being looked over because, ew, Donkey Kong 2D platformer on a Wii U? Who wants a 2D platformer anymore? We want first-person shooters. And they're not wrong. They wanted bigger and better games. And maybe giving Rare a 3D, having Rare make a 3D Donkey Kong game could have alleviated that pain a little bit. As has been recently coming out with Rare, though, it seems like they pitch a lot of stuff to Nintendo, and not all of it works. Recently, they found a pitch for a 3D Zelda game they had planned, with a story-based narrative, multiple endings, and all sorts of stuff. New artwork for it, designs of characters, all of it got leaked. But it'll never be made because Rare got turned down by Nintendo. In its place, they had them go check on Metroid Prime 4, and when they came back with what they saw, Nintendo said, "Okay, Rare, you're helming this development, and Namco, you're scrapping everything you had." That's not a joke, by the way. They actually did scrap almost everything from Metroid Prime 4, which is why we haven't heard anything about that game. I keep thinking, okay, maybe next year. But I have to remember, they really did scrap everything about that game. And if development's going like how I think it's going, we're probably not going to hear about it until the end of next year, when we'll finally get, a release window. And it'll most likely be the biggest and craziest Metroid Prime game to exist. And I hope so, because I love me some Metroid. Plus, it'll be the perfect time for me to do the Metroid Prime trilogy, as well as Hunters and actually, when Metroid Dread was coming out, I decided at that very moment I wanted to cover Metroid games, and I did all of the 2D Metroid games except for Samus Returns on the channel. And once I finished all of them, I realized over the course of that entire time, I had just spent money on every single Metroid game just to have them. And I'm only missing, like, one. And it's because it's expensive. But I'm okay with that because, you know what? I have a way to now play every Metroid game. Just really hoping that by the time Metroid Prime 4 comes out, I'll have some better recording methods so I can keep some of the quality that I see on screen. Because right now, my little recording box, it upscales on my TV, but then it only gets 1080p for video capture. Ah, fun. It's alright, though. It's good enough quality for most. We're up to 60 views already. This was supposed to be done back last Wednesday, but I've been taking a short breather after I finished every Sonic game. I was like, nah. Need a break. Glad I took that break, too. If I hadn't, I probably would be even more exhausted right now. Alright, up we go. Y'all got any more of that Metroid, man? I hope I got close to that voice for you. Cause I have not seen that. I have not seen that. Honestly, it's kind of the way it feels when people are like asking about Metroid Prime 4. The online discourse for that game is a little bit strange. It's a lot of people asking for the game, and then being like, Nintendo should have shown it already, and then people reminding them, oh, they scrapped everything. It's kind of like the Mega Man fans asking when the next game's coming out. Constant questions, and then a bunch of people saying, they're not working on it, and then more people going, no, there's evidence they're working on it. Alright, there we go. Should be getting close to the end of the stage here. So that would have been possible to grab if Dixie Kong was here, but... Thumbs up? Cool. Oh, dang it. I should not have turned on the funky mode. Because now it's like, hey, you can just leave the stage and move on to the next one. I'm like, no, I'm gonna beat it. Funky mode lets you switch to Funky Kong, who has an easier time with pretty much everything, but you don't get an alternate Kong. You only get Funky Kong in that mode. And he's got a really awesome surfboard that lets him stand on spikes and do extra hovers. He'll spin the board in the air to do an upward draft or the downward drift with Diddy. But I don't want to play as him until we get done with all of the main story sections. I promised 100% playthrough, so if I'm going to do 100% playthrough, then I'm going to do it in a way that shows off everything the game has to offer without hindering the base experience. So extra bonus stages, those will be done with Funky Kong. Alright. Boom. Hello, empathetic empathy. You've appeared. It's going alright for me. I'm waiting on Casey to get back. I'm just, you know, having a good time playing Donkey Kong. eating the crust of a pizza. It's leftovers, you know. February 28th. Yum, pizza crust. Yeah. Yum, pizza crust. Except, I wish I had the whole pizza. The Jell-O doesn't jiggle jiggle. It folds. Anyways. Whatever that song is. I don't know. Somebody will get it. It's not jelly, it's jam. That isn't jam, it's Jell-O. Oh right, I'm supposed to tell the jam story later. That's not that is the jam story is not a story I should tell on stream. It's awful, it's terrible, and it's the dumbest thing I think. In my opinion, it's the dumbest story I think I have. Maybe that's a story for a convention. If I ever do an After Dark panel or something. Speaking of conventions, I am looking forward to MFF later this year in Chicago. It'll be my final trip for the year as well, so... If you've never been, you'll be able to find me. Just look for the green and white rabbit. You know, the one in the bottom right-hand corner, begging people to subscribe. I'll be able to re-chat again in a little bit. Whenever Casey gets back, chat rating will be a lot faster. I like these switches. The blue switches. I don't know what's up with the green ones, but... And off we go. The KE9, if you missed it, I said Feb 28th. So... it was a leap year, kitty. Alrighty. Got the puzzle piece, on to the next. How's the chat holding up? You guys doing okay? I like the, it's not ludonarrative dissonance, is it? I don't remember what it's called. It's storytelling by gameplay and game design. With the last couple stages, we saw them juicing things, we saw them getting the liquids together, we saw them mashing them up, we saw them start and get them all, start and freeze them, get them into these blocks and chunks. And now this stage, we see the aftermath. All of these chunks are now Jell-O. We have these cute little Jell-O squares that we have to hop all over. And my only thought is, where is this going? But I'm sure we'll find out soon, so... up we go. There's that. We got all the puzzle pieces and the Kong letters. All I gotta do now is beat the stage. Oh, that's a fun gimmick. Am I doing a 100% run? Yes, I am. I'm gonna be doing, what I'm doing is I'm breaking it up into chunks so I can more easily tackle it. So, for this, it's just the main run, and then right before the final episode, we go back and clean up all the other stages and get all the Kong letters off screen. So that way then, they get all the stages, and they don't have to watch me replay a bunch of stuff. Haredevil says, not right now. Got any facts, Daredevil? Feel free to drop it. We're up to 7 people watching right now. Feel free to drop some likes. And subscribe if you haven't already. Tomorrow I get to play a brand new game that nobody's seen yet. I'm very excited to play Sonic Frontiers, so it'll be a good time for all, because I can be quite good at Sonic games when I want to be. Oh, and now they've frozen the Jello cubes, so... Of course, the entire theming of this game is the frozen tropics. Alright, I'm gonna keep Dixie Kong. I could... So now things are gonna sound a little crunchier, and feel a little icier, and be a lot slippier. I think this is something that Rare does really well, with following a story and a narrative through each world. Like, why do they want to freeze it? Well, because I think they want to freeze the world. We went over already how these bananas are all magic, which makes K. Rool look really dumb for just wanting them as food. But, woohoo Sonic, yeah! I feel like that's how most of my audience is gonna react when they see that game. Yeah, another Sonic game! Because more people watch that than anything else. Which is why I'm so nervous to jump into other stuff that I'm actually way more into, like Mega Man. Like, yeah, I know a lot more about it. But are people gonna stick around, or are they just here for the Sonic? I guess I will find out when that time comes. This world has one of the hardest Kong letters to snag. Even if you do, it's in weeks. It's weird. Okay. Well, I can't wait to see if I can grab it then. But so far, we've seen a lot of the stranger Kong letters. Okay, yeah, definitely wanted Cranky Kong for this section. Cranky Kong having the Scrooge McDuck mechanics is just so interesting to me. Like, they didn't need to go the extra mile of referencing an older Capcom title, but they did. That's something else I guess I should mention. Retro, the developers of this game, actually had a Mega Man pitch before they developed this game for Capcom, of a first-person trilogy of Mega Man games, where You play as X for the first one, X and 0 for the second, and then 0 for the third, hunting down X, who has gone Maverick because he has too much power. Flying banana? Question mark? Yes, flying banana empathetic. All the flying bananas. Oh, I see what they wanted me to do for this section. Well, now don't I feel silly. Looks like I could go up there. Over. Oh, dang it. Maybe there's a Kong barrel back somewhere. Well, even if there is, I can't get it. I do think it's funny that these little guys, when you hit them, they sound so surprised. How could I have guessed? Oh, dang it. I believe after this world, we're probably going to call it. Just so I can get nice and prepared for Frontiers in a couple hours. Because at this point, it's less than 24. That game is going to be such a beast of a thing for me to cover. An open world Sonic game? Like, how could I pass that up? I love the adventure titles. Oh, dang it. At least I don't have to worry about collecting anything, but, ugh. Getting back to that section. I do think the checkpoint placement so far has been really good in this game. It's a lot better than in Country Returns, where I felt like every other minute there was some really strange checkpoint placement that threw off the flow of the game. Meanwhile, here it's all very organic, and there's enough space in between each checkpoints to make them all feel very necessary. The design just works, is what I'm saying. I also like that you can kind of sort of... If you knock out an enemy, as long as they're not really holding anything, if you accidentally bonk into them, after they're in that stunned state, they won't do any damage. They'll just harmlessly bounce off. Alright. Hello, Furry the Bats. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. We are continuing our trip through Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Hello, Sebastian. So many people showing up today. Whew. I think after this boss, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. There's a boss. Oh, wait, I just replayed the stage. To wait. We'll go spend our coins on stuff and basically just spend the rest of the episode relaxing. I only like to go for like 2 hours-ish, give or take. And if anybody is joining just because they wanted to see some Tropical Freeze, not to worry, this is a weekly series for me, or at least I try to make it weekly. So the next part will have the next couple of worlds and whatnot. I might even have some more time to, you know, finish the next world. I only like to go for about 2 hours. Keep myself sane. Give me time to do other stuff today. Hello, Lebsington. Oh, we're talking... Oh, we're getting into the polar bear now, huh? I knew that was coming. I knew your comments were going to come up, Haredevil. I've heard your thoughts on the polar bear before. Hello, Jethel. Aloha. Welcome, welcome. You like the joke that it's the Coca-Cola bear? Nah. He just likes his ice pops. It's like the Coca-Cola bear if he was drinking like a purple Fanta. Oops. And now we have a nice now we have a nice big matchup for Donkey Kong here. And not just, and he just isn't the, he isn't just a good matchup for Donkey Kong, he's also a character that was used a lot in the promotional for this game. I like that even that hammer is just a little bit too heavy for him. Like, it's all fat, it's not actually muscle. Which is kind of great. Because you can be a bigger guy and have a lot of muscles. But, seeing as he's lugging around the hammer like it's nothing, but then the minute he gets unbalanced, then it's a problem. Because he loses balance and into the water he goes. I like that its fur gets more purple as we fight him, too. Hello, Azara, Jethro, Millie, and Tessa. Welcome, welcome. Glad to see you. Feel free to drop some likes if you guys could. We're only at 4 likes right now, and I've had almost 100 viewers, so please, drop some likes. Help us out with the algorithm. Hopefully we can bring in some new subscribers for tomorrow's Sonic Frontiers stream. And I know many of you are looking forward to that. I know a lot of people have been asking my opinions. I went to a GameStop yesterday to pick up Alex Kidd in Miracle World for a retrospective I plan on doing on this channel. And, yeah. I got my first question, what I got asked was, hey, what's your thoughts on Frontiers? And I said optimistic. I wanted to say positive, but optimistic is a better term for a Sonic game, I feel. It's a more realistic term for most. Oh boy. Of course, a boss would think that sliding on his butt would be a valid attack against a monkey with a roll. Hello Chandler, Vincent, and Anubis fan. Welcome, welcome. If you guys could drop some likes, that would be great. You guys all showing up is awesome. Holy cow. Oh, I like that. I like that move. That's really cool. And then he... Oh, yes! And of course he's gonna mix it up. He's moving a lot faster now. You're still catching a cold? Well, you should take something for that. You know, maybe get some medicine. Not be so... Maybe not be so cold. It's come to my attention that I haven't really used Diddy Kong that much in this playthrough, but I think, I believe Diddy Kong is honestly the weaker Dixie Kong. With their moves being so similar. But I'm sure coming up there's going to be a lot of sections where Diddy Kong is very useful. Honestly, if there's any tech that I don't know with Diddy Kong, that would be something that Haredevil could probably tell me. That could be a huge help, honestly. Ew. Well, I hope you're better by then. I'm already at 350 coins. Oh, the big bad polar bear thinks it's threatening. So, from last time I had mentioned that all of the enemies are part of a gang of frostbitten baddies. And it's generally going to be... Most of them are going to be coming straight for Donkey Kong to stop him stop him from getting back to his island. So I don't know why a penguin would want to come to the tropics, but here we are. I mean, I guess rabbits did it in Mario and Rabbids, so I guess what can I really say? I mean, that is another game that I have to play on this channel, is Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I think it'll be a fun time, too. I just gotta pick up the sequel beforehand, so I'm not struggling to pick that up when I do the playthrough. I'm not much of a tactical RPG guy, but Mario and Rabbids really is fun. Wonder when Casey's gonna get back. Rue says, still eat carrots in my opinion, but much in my childhood. Okay. Harris says, well, watch out for his fake out and try to be fast to damage him. You've seen most of his moves, to be honest. I'm sure I have. I'm pretty sure I got really close to defeating him that first time around. I'm not too worried about it, honestly. This boss is really fun. I think it's funny how purple he ends up getting.
I literally just ran across the house forgetting that I was hosting a stream.
Oh my gosh.
My friend was over and I haven't seen them in a while, and I was
Oh boy. Well, I'm glad you're back, Casey.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're all good.
How's the game been going?
Really well.
Hello chat, I'm back. I forgot I was hosting the stream.
I'm sorry. You could have had it out and it's all good. I just got a little worried because I was like, oh, where's Casey?
Casey's dead.
Casey's dead. I've read chat all the way up through right now, so you're all good.
Okay.
We are sitting at about 90-something views, though. 93.
Nice.
Here's hoping we can crack 100 by the time we beat this boss. Because I'm having some real troubles with this polar bear. I get real close to the end and then I start fumbling up.
Imagine if this...
If this what?
Nothing. There's something regarding the, what is it?
The secret project?
No, Yu-Gi-Oh! Like
Oh.
the actual show.
Oh.
Because this girl, the girl Rebecca...
Oh, you're on that episode. Okay.
And I find it so funny. I was like, imagine if she actually possessed a Millennium item and trapped him within Solomon Moto within the Shadow Realm.
The old man's back in a card. Oh no. Or a mirror, or whatever he got trapped in. We got 2 new messages in chat, and I don't think I have a chance to read them.
Got it.
Thank you.
Haredevil says, well, watch out for his fake out and try to be fast to damage him. You've seen most of his moves, to be honest.
Okay, I saw that. You guys at the live chat, or...
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
Yeah, top
back
chat.
in 2000, back in 2000s when I was a baby, I had a pet rabbit named Martin that I have him right now. And Fans Gaming says, yo.
Sup? We're eating pizza crust and playing Donkey Kong. Alright. I do think it's... I still think it's really cool that he gets darker fur the more we knock it into the grape juice.
Says, I'm eating strawberry ice cream. Ooh, I love strawberry ice cream. It's really good, but mint is my favorite.
Right?
Flavor it? Yes, my flavor.
The flavor you savor. Of course, just when I was about to use the technique to get some extra health, I get bonked. Extra heart. Alright, I think we either have 1 or 2 more hits left.
You got this.
Boom, 1 hit. and we're at the hour 42 mark. Alright. Let's go ahead and see the next world before we finish up here.
We're about to end.
It's about to end. We're about 2 hours. We've made it back to Donkey Kong Island. Donkey Kong does not look happy in that little barrel. And look at what they did to his precious little islands.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's a winter wonderland.
Mm-hmm. And I think they threw him all the way back over here. Owl, Savannah. And today we just finished up with Sea Breeze Cove and Juicy Jungle, so Donkey Kong Island will be the Donkey Kong Island will be the next part. So yeah. Oh boy. That is gonna be that'll be a time and a half. So you're gonna what?
I'm gonna be streaming maybe right after this or maybe later. I'm gonna have to eat first, obviously.
Gotcha. Well, you'll probably catch me over there. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe, leave a like, share it with a friend. You can follow me on Twitter at GavinDragonYT and see all my really cool artwork. I also have a Telegram group chat. Links in the description for that are in the description below. I have a Discord down below as well where you can come and hang out and meet some of the co-hosts and me, as well as oh boy, links to all sorts of stuff down there, as well as the PayPal where you can donate and help me get really cool stuff for these streams. And to top it all off, once this video gets done processing, there will be two things on your screen that you can click to go check out more of my content, and also a little easier button so you can subscribe. If it's not there yet, just click the button down below and come check out my channel. That's it from me. I have been your humble host, Gavin the Kitty. Good night, everybody.